Guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, the priority signing for Barcelona, of course, this summer is Robert Lewandowski, and his saga continues. He's come out on multiple occasions in the media over the past few days saying that he wants to leave Bayern Munich and is hinting at a move to Barcelona. Now, Bayern Munich have him back in the media as well, but they have to sign a forward first before they let him go, and the main forward target for them is Sadio Mane from Liverpool. So those two deals connect together, and again, this whole entire operation is dependent on the moves of Bayern Munich. Now, along with Lewandowski, another priority for Barcelona this summer is to sign a top center back. Now, Pique has big injury doubts. His salary is massive as well, and also he could be retiring by the end of next season. So the club want to sign a top center back this summer. Two main priorities right now are Jules, Kounde, and Koulibaly, with Koulibaly being cheaper, more experienced, and more likely to join because Chelsea are bidding high for Kounde, and Barcelona cannot match this offer. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But of course, with players coming in, players will have to be sold this summer. Chelsea apparently really interested in Dest and Dembele. Of course, Dembele as a free agent, and Manchester United is still in the race for Frenkie de Jong. But everything will be decided very, very soon, hopefully the next 24 hours, because today there is a massive Barcelona board meeting. Laporta, Aleman, Cruyff, and of course Xavi are all present as they look to sign some of the economic levers like Goldman Sachs, CVC, Barca Studio, BLM, in order to bring in an economic injection in the club to sign players and hopefully keep Frenkie de Jong as well. But again, massive decisions will be made today in that meeting. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 300 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that we have been linked with is of course the #1 and priority signing for Barcelona in the summer, Robert Lewandowski. First coming in from Juan Martí, Mateo Morito, and Alberto Rogue. They've all come out saying that Bayern and Xavi are getting closer for Lewandowski's departure. They're beginning to open up the possibility of a sale for just under 50 million euros. Barcelona are waiting to feel themselves from FFP, and also Sadio Mane is closing in on joining Bayern Munich. Frenkie de Jong is making Bayern Munich understand why Lewandowski wants to go to Barcelona, and Bayern Munich are now open for the Poles' exit this summer, but they are asking for a bit more than the 40 million euro offer that Barcelona made. Now, that offer is still on the table, has not been rejected or accepted quite yet, but again, we are expecting it will be rejected very soon, and Bayern Munich do want a bit more money. Now, this is coming in, of course, from the Spanish media. In Germany, Sport 1, they're saying that in order to be able to finance the transfer to Sadio Mane and the salary, Bayern Munich would probably have to let go of Lewandowski, who, as we all know, wants to go to Barcelona. So Bayern Munich want to replace Lewandowski with Mane. The problem is they don't have the money for Mane, so they have to sell Lewandowski first and then buy Sadio Mane. But apparently they want to get Sadio Mane and another forward before they let go of Lewandowski. So it's an entire 360 circle. All that matters right now is that this whole entire saga is in the hands of Bayern Munich. Now, Lewandowski has been speaking to the media over the past couple of days, and he's come out saying that his, of course, exit depends on several factors. I think my situation is clear, and there's no point in talking about it. It's difficult to say that I will play for Bayern Munich next season. Spain is great. We have a house in Spain in Mallorca. I think it's a really cool place to spend on vacation there. The time will come to give information. Soon it will be possible to say more. So Lewandowski, he's saying in the media 1,000 times now that he wants to leave Bayern Munich, and of course, everyone in the world knows that he wants to come to Barcelona. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Lewandowski is calm regarding his future. He continues to maintain a firm idea of joining Barcelona, and he's sending a message to Bayern Munich to let him leave as soon as possible. The likely arrival of Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich increases the chances of Lewandowski's move. So again, the both transfers correlate with each other, but it does depend on what Bayern Munich want to do first: sell Lewandowski first or sign Sadio Mane first. Now, yesterday Lewandowski had a press conference with the Polish national team. Of course, he's out on international duty right now, and he was asked again about his future. He came out saying a transfer is the best solution. I do not see myself playing at Bayern Munich after what has happened. I hope the club does not hold me back just because they can do so because of my contract. Straight up, he's saying, I want to leave Bayern Munich. Of course, they're a serious club. I want to leave. I think a transfer is the best for both parties, and I hope they don't, hold on to me and let me go for free next summer. After that, Oliver Kahn, who's of course part of the board in Bayern Munich, he came out saying, I can't tell you why Robert chose this path. Public statement like this don't get you anywhere. Robert became a World Footballer of the Year here twice in a row. I think he should know what Bayern Munich has here. Appreciation is not a one-way street. So they're fighting now. This is what's happened now. But Lewandowski knows what he's doing. Barcelona are telling him to press for the move, to make it happen, because right now the club don't really want to pay over 40 million euros. They have a 32 million offer plus 5 bonuses on the table right now for Bayern Munich. So now Lewandowski in the media is pushing and pushing and pushing, and according to reports, he will keep doing so over the next few days as well, while he's out, of course, on Polish international duty. So wait and see. Again, Sadio Mane and Lewandowski's moves are both in correlation. They both depend on each other, but again, this whole entire saga is in the hands of Bayern Munich. Now, along with Lewandowski, another priority for Barcelona in the attack this summer is to sign Raphinha, the Brazilian winger from Leeds United, and Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Leeds United will now ask for at least 55 million euros to sell Raphinha this summer. He is the chosen one to replace Ousmane Dembele if he leaves. Barcelona will try to include players in the deal and negotiate with the English club to bring the price down. And Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo also came out confirming that report, saying that Leeds United are waiting to enter into definitive negotiations with Barcelona for Raphinha. They want at least 55 million euros. The English club has not asked for any player swap deal yet, but a money plus player deal is possible. We went from 40 to 55. This is why I want Leeds to get relegated, man. They have doubled the price of Raphinha in the space of 2 weeks. Do I blame them? Absolutely not. Get in the comments down below. Do you think Raphinha is worth 55 million euros, and would you pay that fee? For me, if Dembele leaves, I think I would push for it. But if Dembele stays, I wouldn't personally. I'd probably offer maybe 20 and chuck a couple players in there. If they say no, then bid it off, unfortunately. But if Dembele does leave, I would push for the move. Would I pay 55? No, I'd offer maybe like 40 and a player or two. But he has 2 years left in his contract. Is he worth the money? Yes. Did Leeds have the right to ask for that? Yes. But in my opinion, I think it's a bit too high for his current market value. Apparently, he's worth around 40 million euros, which I think is absolutely reasonable for him. So we'll wait and see with Raphinha. I think the club right now want to sort out other things first. Lewandowski, the other, economic levers as well. And then afterwards, they will focus on Raphinha. But no doubt he's a target for this summer as a replacement or as competition for Ousmane Dembele on the wings. Now, along with the attack, another priority for Barcelona this summer is to reinforce the defense. Firstly, in the full back positions with Azpilicueta and Alonso being the priority. Now, Chelsea's takeover is now officially complete. They're under the ownership of Todd Bowley, and Roman Abramovich is history. So now the deals for both Azpilicueta and Alonso should be advancing this week. Firstly, about Azpilicueta coming in from Sam Johnson from The Athletic, and he's come out saying there's still uncertainty over the future of Azpilicueta. He has played enough games for his contract to be automatically extended, but it is believed the 32-year-old Spaniard was given a verbal agreement before the sanction kicked in that he would be allowed to leave the club this summer. Barcelona have offered him a better deal for a 2-year contract with another year option, and Tuchel revealed this month that the player has suggested that he wants to move after a decade at Stamford Bridge. However, his teammates still aren't sure what will be happening, as there is no farewell speech or any chat of that motive from Azpilicueta at that post-Watford function. So everyone at Chelsea has no idea what's going on. The board just came in. They know for a fact that Azpilicueta has a better deal on the table. The question now is, will he ask for the move? I think he will. The question will be, most importantly, will Chelsea let him go for free? Because of course he had that verbal agreement with Roman Abramovich, who's no longer here. Will Todd Bowley give him the benefit of the doubt and let him go for free? Or maybe for a small transfer fee? We have no idea, but there's no doubt between Azpilicueta and Alonso. Azpilicueta is the top and priority signing for Xavi's Barcelona squad for next season, so we'll have to wait and see. Now on Marcos Alonso, this is coming in from Mateo Morito. He's come out saying there is a total agreement that has been reached between Marcos Alonso and Barcelona regarding his personal terms. No agreement between the two clubs quite yet, but Barcelona know that Chelsea will not cause much problems in the negotiations. So of course, Romano told us this a few days ago. Full agreement now between Barcelona and Marcos Alonso over a, I think, 2-year contract, low salary of course, and it's now up to Chelsea and Barcelona to negotiate the move. To be honest, for both players as well. We have agreed now personal terms and contract with Azpilicueta and Alonso. The question now is, can we agree a reasonable fee with Chelsea for both players? Now, along with the fullbacks, another priority for Barcelona in the defense is of course to reinforce the center back position and sign a top quality center back alongside of course the already signed Andreas Christensen. Now, Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona and Xavi want to sign a top center back with a physical profile to shore up the defense completion. Barcelona like Jules, Kounde, and Koulibaly the most, but these transfers will not be easy. Barcelona want to sign a top and strong defender to pair up with Araujo. Christensen has been signed, but his profile is more similar to Pique and Garcia. If Araujo is absent, injury, suspension, Barcelona will miss that physical presence at the back. Xavi likes Jules Kounde more because he's much more younger, he has a La Liga experience, and he's great with the ball as well. But the coach also likes Koulibaly a lot and greatly values his characteristics. The issue right now is that there is competition for both these players and Barcelona's economic condition. It is what it is. Chelsea are preparing to sign Kounde, with many clubs wanting Koulibaly as well, as he's out of contract next year and does not want to currently renew his contract with Napoli. Kounde is Xavi's dream signing in defense, and Barcelona have a good relationship with Sevilla, but the club cannot pay the €6 million asking price that Chelsea are willing to play, and Sevilla don't want to exchange players, although they do like Dest and Trincao. Xavi wants to sign a top center back given the options that he has in the defensive back line and one of the shortcomings this year, given that the team has been very vulnerable recently. And with the top center back and Araujo, the coach can make a powerful pair in big games. I mean, Xavi's not stupid, Barcelona's not stupid. We need another center back. Keep in mind, Christensen is a replacement for Lenglet, Umtiti, and Mingueza. We still need one more to improve the defense. Kounde is the preferred option. He's the most liked option, young, La Liga experience. But that deal will be difficult, €60 million. Chelsea are willing to pay that, and they are currently negotiating with Chelsea to make that deal happen. Of course, Koulibaly, a bit older, more experienced, but that deal is definitely possible than the Kounde deal. Now, more on Kounde, Gerard Pique came out saying that Barcelona are interested in Kounde and has the possibility of coming. Kounde is intrigued by the chance of playing for Barcelona, but Chelsea are offering more money. And if Barcelona make an attempt for him, it will be with the inclusion of players and money. So again, we cannot offer the full 60. If we do make an offer for Kounde, it will be, 20-30 million euros plus Dest, plus Lenglet, plus of course Trincao. And keep in mind, have Miguel said this about a few weeks ago. He said that, look, Barcelona want Kounde or Koulibaly. Kounde will be players plus cash. It's difficult for Kounde. Of course, he would be the preferred at the two, but in the end, he'll be too expensive, and Chelsea are willing to give Sevilla the money. And in the end, most likely, he will be going to Chelsea, and the more likely option at the moment is Kalidou Koulibaly. And we do have some quotes coming in from Napoli and his agent. Now, his agent is the same as Miralem Pjanic. It is Falahi Ramadani, and he's come out saying that at the moment there is no negotiation with other clubs regarding Koulibaly's future. We are waiting to meet with the president of Napoli to define the best solution for the player and for the club as well. And the Napoli president came out saying it is up to him. Let's see if money is the only thing that will satisfy him, or if he wants to live here in Napoli, it's a privilege. It's a little bit of digs there at Koulibaly saying that he wants more money, but if he does come to Barcelona, he's going to be earning way less money. I'll tell you that for a fact. So, but wait and see. I think either of these two players will be the big signing for Barcelona this summer. We need a top center back alongside Araujo, also alongside Christian as well. For me, Koulibaly is the dream. 30 million euros, get a top quality center back for a couple years. And I tell you this for a fact, he's the only center back that will bench Gerard Pique. That is, of course, realistic. Of course, Van Dijk would bench him, Ruben Diaz, but the most realistic option. There are other center backs that Barcelona are also looking at as well. Firstly being Romagnoli. Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Romagnoli has been linked to Barcelona in the past and he will be a free agent in the summer, but Barcelona are not interested in him anymore. The club is not convinced by him, so of course we were only linked with him because he was a free agent. In the end, has not worked out. And also Iñigo Martínez, Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona like Iñigo Martínez as well, but his signing will be very difficult. Athletic don't want his departure, and also the tax regime for players in the Basque Country is far better than Catalonia, and Barcelona are forced to pay high gross salaries as well. So in the end, these two center backs were considered, but right now I would say the favorite is Koulibaly. So we'll have to wait and see. The club are looking for another center back. Now you might be wondering, why do you want to sign another center back alongside Christensen? We still have Pique for another year, but the problem with Pique is right now his future is still unclear. Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona have doubts regarding Gerard Pique going to next season. Recently, he has suffered a serious physical problem which will not improve much. Also, his day-to-day life schedule is very hectic. Thus, the club want to sign a top center back. In the 10 league games that Pique did not play, Barcelona conceded 1.8 goals per game, and they conceded only 0.7 goals per game when he is playing in the back line. Barcelona are satisfied with his performances and attitude, like playing with discomfort and tactical understanding as well. But Pique has been dragging in discomfort in his abdominal since months, which can return at any time. His performances can stagnate or further go down. The coaching staff and sporting sector is aware of this. In addition, there are concerns regarding Pique's day-to-day life. He's working on other several projects like, Comas, Davis Cup, Andorra, his squad as well. And also, he's about to turn 36 and he could be going back to the World Cup for the Spanish national team. And there is the salary issue as well with Pique. Without that massive pay cut which he took last year, Pique is the highest paid player in the squad, and currently him and his entourage are reluctant to take another pay cut. So big question marks around Gerard Pique, his day-to-day life, and most importantly, his injury. And this is why Barcelona want to sign top center back, because if he goes down injured and we don't sign someone else, it will be Eric Garcia, Araujo Christensen, whoever it may be, and the club in big games are not too confident with that. So we'll have to wait and see. The club are searching and planning to make a big summer investment in the center back position. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, Sergino, Dest, and Ousmane Dembele are attracting interest from Chelsea. This is coming in from Simon Johnson from The Athletic. Firstly, on Dembele, he came out saying that Chelsea have not ruled out the possibility of signing Ousmane Dembele. The 25-year-old French international forward still has not agreed a new contract with Barcelona, which is expiring next month. And of course, Thomas Tuchel is a big fan of him, but Chelsea are a bit reluctant to pay him the wages that he wants. So again, you're gonna hear a lot of rumors about Dembele coming in over the next few weeks. I'm actually still surprised that we did not make a decision on him. I thought that maybe would be happening this week, the past weekend. Didn't happen. So we'll have to wait and see with Dembele. We're hearing that Liverpool want him, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea. Those are the main three outside of Barcelona currently. So we'll wait and see. The next one that's quite interesting is Sergino Dest. Again, Sam Johnson came out saying that if Chelsea do decide to invest in a wingback, Barcelona's US international Sergino Dest has been under the radar since the start of the year. The fact that the 21-year-old can play on both flanks makes him an attractive proposition. So apparently Chelsea really like Dest because he can play both right back and left back. But again, for him to leave, the right offer has to come in, 25 plus million euros. Anything else will not be considered. Of course, Dest right now is our only right back at the moment, and his contract will be expiring very soon as well. Are we going to renew him? Is Azpilicueta going to come in? Who knows? Now, there are reports coming out saying that Barcelona could offer Dest in return for Alonso and Azpilicueta. I think it's coming in from Mundo Deportivo. That would be one of the worst deals in history. You're offering Dest, who's valued around 30 million euros, for Azpilicueta and Alonso, who are combined worth of 15 million euros max. Both have 1 year left on their contract. Dest, I think, has 3 years. Makes no sense. So we'll wait and see what happens, but no doubt in the coming week or so, there will be communication and negotiations between Barcelona and Chelsea for multiple players. Now, another Barcelona player who could be joining the Premier League this summer is, of course, Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United, and we do have a big update on Frenkie's future. But firstly, coming in from De Telegraaf from Netherlands from Mike Vergui, who's very, very reliable, very close to Ajax as well. He's come out saying that Frenkie de Jong still remains Erik ten Hag's #1 priority signing at Manchester United this summer. And coming in from the Daily Star in the UK, they've come out saying that Manchester United are willing to offer him a contract worth 24 million euros per season. This will make him the highest paid player in the team, above Cristiano Ronaldo. So apparently United want to offer Frenkie de Jong a massive contract to join the club this summer. Of course, at Barcelona, if he does end up staying, he'll have to take a wage cut because his wages will be increasing thanks to Bartomeu. So Frenkie de Jong has a big question. Go play, United, earn a buckload of money, or stay at Barcelona, the club that you love, and of course, succeed. But we do have a big update, and it is coming in from Helena Codes from Cope, and she's come out saying the sale of a player like Frenkie de Jong for a high price is one of the 3 options that Barcelona contemplate, and they will analyze it again in the meeting, of course, today, in order to sign Robert Lewandowski and clear up the economic problems. So, of course, we'll talk about that meeting later on today. The BLM, Barca Studio, CBC, those are all options, but of course, course, if it comes down to it, the club will sell Frenkie de Jong to, of course, free up some of the economic problems and also bring in some transfer funds to sign Lewandowski. But he is one of 3 options. So before we sell Frenkie de Jong, there are 2 options in front of him, which of course CBC, Goldman Sachs, BLM, Barca Studio, whatever it may be. Any other economic levers will be considered first, and then afterwards we'll consider the sale and then afterwards we will consider the sale of Frenkie de Jong. So we'll have to wait and see. Frenkie de Jong's future will be decided, I think, this week at some point. He'll either be staying at Barcelona or joining Manchester United for a big transfer fee. Now, one of the Barcelona players currently in this squad who Barcelona are desperate, and I mean desperate, to get rid of this summer is Martin Braithwaite. And Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Xavi has made it clear to Martin Braithwaite that he's not part of the club's plans for next season. Brighton Hove Albion, Valencia, and Celta Vigo are interested in signing him on loan, but the problem is his high salary, and he has a contract until June 2024. Mercenary at your finest right here. We all, I really liked Braithwaite. We know GOAT way. He had his, good form last season under Koeman as well. But now he's trying to force stay so he can earn his money and be considered a Barcelona player, which of course will help your branding for your companies. He's doing, buying apartments in the US and selling them and flipping, whatever he's doing. There's offers on the table for him. The club need to force him out. If you can force Emerson Royale out, if you can end up forcing Frenkie de Jong out, if you have to, you can force out Martin Braithwaite. Do whatever you can. 100,000 euros per week. No one wants to pay that. Celta Vigo don't want to. Valencia don't want to. And Brighton don't want to. And also, it's a loan, which means next summer we're going to have the exact same situation. These players frustrate the hell out of me. Lenglet, Braithwaite, Pjanic, Umtiti, whoever's in that freaking mercenary garbage pile. They frustrate me. So wait and see with Braithwaite. Again, all these players have offers on the table. The question now is, can Barcelona force them out this summer? But one forward in the Barcelona squad who Barcelona will not have to force out this summer is, of course, the real GOAT, Luuk de Jong. There are reports coming out from the Dutch media saying that Luuk de Jong will end his loan spell at Barcelona on June the 30th, and he still has 1 year left on his contract with Sevilla, and PSV Eindhoven will do everything possible to bring Luuk de Jong back to their club. They also play a big UCL qualifier match in August. So of course, Luuk de Jong used to play for PSV. He's kind of considered a PSV legend there. He then joined Sevilla, then Barcelona, and now PSV want him back to help them qualify for the Champions League. I think that would be a fantastic return for him, but in the end, next season, he will not be a Barcelona player. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours, mainly giving you guys some information on the massive board meeting that will be happening today. Now, firstly, coming in from Cesar, they've come out saying that Barcelona's current situation is on the verge of an economic collapse. As of right now, the club cannot even register Sergio Roberto's contract renewal, which of course to this date has not been signed yet. Now, if you keep in mind, Roberto took a 50% wage cut, so the club cannot even register 100,000 euros per week on the current wage bill. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona need to activate some sort of economic lever like CVC deal or the sale of Barcelona Studio or BLM to be able to sign top players like Robert Lewandowski. And there is of course a big meeting happening today, and hopefully they will close some deals, and we do have some updates. Sport have come out saying that of course there will be an important board meeting today, which will only leave 1 month left of the financial year. There are some key decisions to be made, such as selling some assets to try and close the financial year with a profit as well. There will be also an extraordinary members assembly on the 18th or 19th of June to make the final approval. Keep this date in mind. 18th and 19th will be key, because of course if we do sign CBC, sell BLM, Barca Studio, Goldman Sachs, whatever it may be, it has to be approved by the members, of course, the socios. So Barcelona had to get those deals done and signed before those 2 dates for the socios to approve them. So those 2 dates are absolutely huge. It will be a telematic and will request permission from the sale of percentage of Barcelona Studios and deals like CBC and Goldman Sachs. The one that's most advanced right now and ready to close is the sale of 49% of Barcelona's licensing and merchandising for a total of 320 million euros from 2 different companies. And already the assembly has approved the 49% sale of Barcelona Studio last year. So for the Barca Studio, we don't need the socios to approve it. They already did that. But for BLM, CBC, Goldman Sachs, we still need their approval. well. Now the intention is to jointly manage their assets with Polkadot and earn 60 million euros while also helping the project developing of everything related to NFTs and the metaverse as well. So Polkadot, Slate sponsor, is also very close. They will do something combined with BLM and offer Barcelona 60 million euros per season for the Slate sponsor, also to create some NFTs and metaverse stuff for Barcelona as well. Likewise, the audiovisual rights, so TV rights for the coming years, are yet to be decided. The club must decide now between the CBC deal or the offer on the table from Goldman Sachs. So we're moving now. There's wheels are in motion, and today, as I record this video, it's currently around 5 a.m. Spanish time, so I still have not heard any news about the meeting, but as I upload this video, the news will come out. So the club are going to sell Barca Studios for whatever they can, sell BLM for 320 million euros, while that's going to be conjoined with Polkadot for the Slate sponsor to make some NFTs and metaverse stuff. But the big one is CBC or Goldman Sachs. Of course, CBC's deal, less money, more TV rights, but a good relationship with Javier Tebas in La Liga. Goldman Sachs, more money, less TV rights, but a terrible relationship with La Liga and Javier Tebas. And it's now up to the Barcelona board and Joan Laporta, Rafael Yuste, Mateo Alemán, Jordi Cruyff, and also Xavi to make that decision. Of course, Mateo Alemán was promised by Joan Laporta a few days ago that he will sign a deal in the next coming days. The question now is, which deal will it be? So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly about the Lewandowski saga. What are your thoughts about him coming out in the media pushing for that Barcelona move, and also about Bayern Munich hitting back at him as well? Secondly, on the top center back priority signing, let's say for example Kounde and Koulibaly don't work out, who will be the other center back you think we can bring in that will challenge Pique for a spot, be a reasonable price, and of course we can actually get him? Thirdly, on those sales, Frenkie de Jong, Dest, and Ousmane Dembele, what would be your price to sell these two players? Of course, Ousmane Dembele will be a free agent. What do you thought about his contract renewal? But on Frenkie and Dest, what will be your final price to sell them? And finally, your thoughts about the big meeting happening today, and do you think Barcelona will end up signing a economic lever deal or not? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.